Welcome everybody, this is Brat Hans and today I want to show you how to use Dust 1947 rules in Roll20 to make a cheap or no-cost tabletop simulator in your browser. And for this first you have to create a Roll20 account. How to use Roll20, you can watch a YouTube video in which somebody explains it to you, and it's really easy. After you created an account, you have to launch your game. So you are on your battle map. I used a battle map in which I have grip. And this battle map is called my Allied Army, for example. And on this battle map you might already have seen it. There are all my forces. One force is for one person or friend of mine. And they can collect their forces in their original official Dust Enlist army builder. And I am the game master of this Roll20 campaign, so I can create tokens for them, and today I want to show you how it works. So we do for my friend Tom, who is playing United States Marine Corps in Dust 1947, an example build, and I show it to you. First we need a token picture. So just type something in Google Pictures, and maybe we will create the snipers now. So I use this picture, copy the picture, and save it on my computer. It is already in this folder. I called it USMC Specialists. Save it. And in the next step I go back to my Roll20 campaign and just have to search this folder. Folder. There it is. And draw this token into my campaign. It might take a while, depending on how many people are using Roll20 at the moment and how fast is your internet. And now you can see it. So it is an infantry squad. And it has to take one square in Dust. So I draw the shape of one square. And in the next step I create a character sheet for it. In Roll20 I use the journal, add a character, call it USMC Sniper Squad. Now I can write in which player has to take it. In this example I would give it to Tom, and can be edited and controlled by Tom. And before I use select the token, I just save the changes and close this window. Now here's the USMC Sniper Squad. In the next step I activated the token with double clicking on it or with using the gears for the settings. Represents character. I have to search for the USMC Sniper Squad. There it is. And what should be the name? USMC Sniper Squad. And after this step I can use the three bars, green, blue and red, for three modes. In our example, we will use the green bar for movement. So maybe the sniper squad has 2 normal move and 5 special move. I don't know it at the moment, but maybe it is this way. I normally type in 2.5 and save the changes. So now you can see 2.5 in this character sheet. Oh no, in this token. But now I can only use the token on this map. So if I want to do it on every map, I have to make these changes fix, and that is something I only can do in the character in the journal. So for example, open the Close Assault Squad, Attributes and Abilities, Move Class Live, fix in, and type it in here. So now just for this moment I will do it in the Sniper Squad, Attributes and Abilities, add move, current 2.5, add class, should be class 1 infantry, and add health. It is 2 models, so I bet there are 2 wounds the squad can take. In health, because they can lose health while the game is played, I normally give them 2 of 2. Now I close the window, open again my token, and now I can use this drop-down menu to select move, to select class, to select health, and the squad will have move class and health, class means the level, into this. Now I could save the changes, and me as a game master could read everything, but I want every player to being able to read this. So I open it again and go into the advanced settings. The name I want everyone to see. The bar 3, which is health, I want everyone to see as a bar, visible to editors only, visible to everyone, see. And I want the bar location not to overlap the field above, the grid field above. I want to overlap it this, the same field the squad is in. So I put it in top overlapping and not into above. And save the changes. Okay, now still the name is missing, because in the basic settings I have to hit in show nameplate, save changes, and now this USMC Sniper Squad is for everyone with a name, with a health bar, and for the player what clicks on it, with the characteristics of it, movement, class and health. Don't pin me on if it is March move 4 or 5, I don't know at the moment. So now I could just fill in more. Stop. Now I have to fix the USMC Sniper Squad and connect it with the token. This is a token, this is the character sheet. I open the character sheet, go to edit, and while I activate this token, like at the moment, I click on use selected token and save changes. So now this token represents this squad, and I can drag and drop the next squad in. So maybe I could just say I want to play a sniper squad army, and all of this army should consist of more and more and more sniper squads. I will have one problem while I do this, because if I just click on one sniper squad, what loses a round, like now, every token will lose this round, because every token represents the same character sheet you see here on the top right. To avoid this, I delete the next, open again my character sheet, go to edit and call it Sniper Squad 1. I only need to put in some letters to read squad, but I want to save space. Save this. Now this is only Sniper Squad 1, and if I go to edit again, as a game master I can duplicate it. And now I duplicate it 2 times. So this token still represents Sniper Squad 1, but I already have written something in to call it USMC Sniper Squad, so I have to overwrite it again. Now here you see Sniper Squad 1, and here on the down of this bar, on the downside of this bar, you see those both copies. I open the first copy, I edit it, I delete copy off, and I call it Sniper Squad 2. I also have to delete, to remove the token which is connected to. Save changes. And with the third I do the same thing. It just should be called USMC Sniper Squad 3. Remove this token and save changes. And now I copy and paste the first tokens 2 times. Because everyone should have an own token. Copy and paste, double click at the second token. And what character should this token represent? Choose USMC Sniper Squad 2. And now you have to select again that you want to have move, class and health connected to those bars. I don't know why this happens, and it's a bit more work, but at least the advanced settings I did in still apply to this new token, to this copy and paste token. Save changes, and now open again the character sheet and you select the token. Save changes, and the same with the third token. Represent Sniper Squad 3, move, class, health is done. Save, Sniper Squad 3, edit, you select the token, save changes, and now every of those 3 sniper squads is an own squad, and if I just fill in the full life again, only the character USMC Sniper Squad 1 is updated. So maybe I could have done the same work for all of 3 of them before copy and paste them. And now I created 3 characters with the same statistics called USMC Sniper Squad 1, 2 and 3. And if my player moved to map, like this one, the player could just drag and drop this USMC Sniper Squad to the right side or direct to the field and play with it. And if this drop is, if this Sniper Squad is done, we normally just put the life at 0, the health at 0, and with the vehicle frags you let them on the battlefield and just cross them out. Yeah, there are a few more fantastic tools which we can use to play Dust. For example, we could measure, and with this measuring tool, snap to center, I could just measure to every field, to every grid field. And the best thing on it, I see the line. So in this case, there's a hut, and my line of fire goes from the center to the center of the aimed grid field I want to shoot at. Maybe there's some evil Desert Scorpion Sniper Squad. Oh, Desert Scorpion Sniper Squad. It'll look the same like my people because Dusk used the same miniatures for them. And now those sniper squads want to fight against each other. So I see it's 6 squares away. If this sniper squad would stand on top of this, I can easily see if I can see them, if I have line of sight, or if the hut, like at the moment, blocks my line of sight. Because the hut is line of sight blocking terrain. There's one thing I have to know while I do this, and this is all about measuring. Now here is another Desert Scorpion unit. It's called a gun truck. And I measure from the center of this field to the gun truck, and you see from this field to this field the software measures 6 squares, and it won't change because the measuring tool does diagonality measuring the same way they do normal measuring. So in Dust the first square diagonality is 1, but the second should be 2. So from here to here would cost me 3 squares for my sniper rifle. It is something the Dust rules need to have. So I have to trick and say this is a normal measuring 6 squares. So this and this are 6 squares measurings too. But now I have to count on myself to 7, to 8 squares, and to 9 squares, which is one more than my sniper rifles could shoot at, and the 3 is line of sight blocking, so I can't even see them. So I have my USMC sniper squads, and why does this sniper squad is called this way? Okay. I have to write in again, save changes, and connect it again. So activate my sniper squad, go to edit, remove the token, even if it looks the same, but this new token now has this new name written down. And if I delete it and put it in again, it's called Sniper Squad 1. Why does the new Sniper Squad did to double size? Because it's something of my battle map settings I did before. This battle map is double-sided, so I decided that I want to have smaller names and smaller bar, like in the creation. In the creation, many of the models is covered from the health bar, and the names are very long. So maybe if some of them stands together, like here, the bar is overlapping, I can't really read everything very fine. So I decided that I want them to see them in half size. So I have to create these tokens in the normal grid with the following settings. Cell wide is 1, It's 70 pixels in one cell. So cell white is 1. I create him in here. I open and connect my character sheets only in this first battle map to always have the original settings fixed together. And if I move to another battle map, like this one, I did some else settings and I picked page scale, cell white at 2. So every cell should be only the double size. But if I drag and drop a character, it will normally be widened to the cell white, and now the name and the health bar is much smaller. I have some more objects and stuff like this I created. Objects like ammo crate and tank trap. And if I want to use them, sometimes I just let the players use those objectives. Then they are on the token layer, like you can see in the top left. If I prepare a battlefield, I normally put everything except ammo crates to the map and battleground layer. Tank trap to the battleground layer. Now it's here. And if I move back to the token layer, this one is fixed, so the players can't accidentally move it. And this one could be drag and dropped away. So if the sniper squad now stands on this, because it's a token and the tank trap is on the map layer, it should not be hidden by it. But if it's go to this, you won't see the sniper squad anymore. So normally it's better if the objects and stuff like this are on the map and battlefield layer, map and background layer. And to show that this sniper infantry squad now has cover, we normally use some of the little dots, green for cover, for example. Sometimes we use blue, green for cover, blue for the unit was not already activated in this game, yellow for under fire, red for suppressed, and purple for camouflage. So all those tokens that could be connected to a unit. And if I want a hero join a unit, like diver here, so I just give the hero one icon and give the squad the same icon and let the hero stand on the side of the battlefield, so everyone knows that the squad with this icon contains diver in it. For rolling dice, it's very easy. We normally just use those d6 and on normal roll where you need faction symbols, you have to roll 5 or 6, and on a roll where you might have the expert special rule and also hit on faction symbols and on aim symbols, where you hit on 3+, so you have 3, 4, 5 or 6 to hit. And if there is an infantry special cover save, because infantry is in cover and would get a save on shield and faction symbol, we normally do it the same way. 3+ is a saved wound, and 1 or 2 is the worst symbol, so in this case the aim symbol. So this is the way we started playing Dust in the quarantine. And so it's possible for us to still play Dust. And after the quarantine we did not stop it because some of my friends I play Dust with live really far away. So it is easier for me to play a match of Dust in the evening than drive this whole distance to have only one game or something like this. You can do many different maps. The last game was yesterday evening. It was called the Oasis. I found this map with the rules in the internet. I think it's out of the Babylon campaign setting. And as I showed you 5 minutes ago, all those trees and those buildings are in the map layer, so squads that are used with drag and drop to come in always be in front of it. I did the trees, by the way, in a bigger size than they normally would be, so we can see the tree while the squad stands on it. We can still see the tree, and so maybe I don't even need the green bubble for being in cover. Everyone sees that the squad is being in cover. It is a little trick to do this. Just go to this map layer, map and background layer. You are already in. Take this palm tree and drag and drop it into it, and right click on it. In the advanced setting, normally it's not drawing. Normally it can only be on the grid. You see, I'm not able to do it where I want to. So if I want a bigger tree, I have to make it 9 fields big, like this. Oh. And the unit standing in the middle would be in cover. I didn't like it, so I did something else. I right clicked on it, went into the advanced setting and declared this palm tree as drawing, and as a drawing it's no more token, so I can put it where I want to. I did it a little bit bigger than it was before, and so it's would slightly overlap the square it's in. And if I go back to the token layer, nobody can touch those trees, so every unit will be in front of them. I don't remember anything else you could need. Make your own experience. We normally don't do battle reports with the games that we do in Dust 47 in Roll20, because normally it's a normal work day in the week. We are not so concentrated and want to talk, small talk, and talk about shit all the time and about work and stuff, and I think it's not as exciting as it could be. But it's a good idea if you want to save money and don't want to buy software for it, to play tabletop games with friends. Also thought about doing this with Warhammer or something like it, but the grid-based Dust is much more easy than everything else. Because in Warhammer it's very, very hard to move a miniature just 6 inches, and the same thing with 2D cover or 3D cover. You only have 2D terrain here, so in Warhammer you would not even know if you can see a miniature on the other side of this palm tree. But in Dust it's easy because the entire square is declared palm tree, so the entire square is blocking line of sight. I hope you have fun with it, and see you next time.